And the cost of Tok Tok's ear surgery could be too much for his caregivers to bear.
This is estimated 2,500 for this one.
Which is a significant amount for anyone to pay for a community cat.
Cost me another 70 cents.
He's such a happy girl. Hey guys!
Hi, dog.
What's the appointment like today? Okay, can. Thanks guys.
Thank you. Dr. Jean,
Yeah.
you got a letter from Kitty's family.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Kitty. Our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Jean, Dr. Charlotte, and the whole healthcare team at Saraswat. Heart shape. She can still enjoy her belly rubs because of you. XOXO, Kitty's family. She's a little old lady, 12-year-old domestic short hair. We discovered she had high blood pressure and the condition that causes constant low potassium. So we treated her for that. This is where we hang our happy notes. So I'll put Kitty up here. I can't really pick out favorites because I like them all. I guess some interesting ones is the owners made a card that's like exactly like my scraps, so it's quite cute. When things get hectic, when I look at the cards, it really does give me a little bit of encouragement to keep going.
STAR's veterinary clinic is one of few vets that can handle emergency critical cases. Not only do they operate longer hours, staff here also monitor patients round the clock.
Our emergency caseload can vary from day to day. On some days, we're seeing emergencies back to back and staying very late.
Morning. I just check the left ear first. It's okay.
You're okay. It's the right
So I guess the right ear, unfortunately the opening totally closed already and sealed up already.
Community cat Tok Tok is seeing Dr. Chow for a severe case of ear infection.
My name is Fazli and this is my wife here, Nozila. We stay around the area where Tok Tok lives, okay, because it's a community cat. He's been around with us for
Close to 3 years?
3 years.
One of the most common causes of ear infection is actually ear mites infestation. So it's a type of parasite that hides inside the cat's ears. Ear infection is common among stray cats because one, nobody is cleaning their ears to maintain ear hygiene, and two, ear mites will spread from cat to cat through close contact. It can be painful, and sometimes the ear infection can spread internally into the middle ear and cause other symptoms like head tilt. Severe ear infection can lead to hearing loss. Because the ear infection is so serious, the ear canal has narrowed, so there is no way for ear medication to be applied into the ear, and therefore surgery is the only option.
So it's removing the ear canal itself, then getting rid of the infection.
But the surgery isn't going to be cheap.
Tok Tok is one of the many stray cats that we have looked out for from the time we have been together. This is estimated 2,500 for this one, inclusive of taking care and hospitalization fee.
Which is a significant amount for anyone to pay for a community cat. But if we don't do the surgery, the ear infection will never clear fully and it can spread deeper into other organs.
So I'm just cleaning out all the gum, just making sure that the ear is clean enough for the surgery. So we can prepare to move the patient into surgery.
After careful consideration, Tok Tok's caregivers have decided to go ahead with surgery to clear up his ear infection. This will involve removing Tok Tok's infected ear canal.
So today's surgery is a bit more complicated because it is close to this important facial nerve and these two important blood vessels. And just behind this black shadow here is the important organ where the body uses to balance. So if we cause any accidental trauma, we can affect the cat's ability to balance. Pass me another 70-cent drip. So this thing here is not optimistic, so I'm blocking a lot of things. That's also why we need to do this surgery anyway. So because the ear canal is narrowed, so everything is like clumped together. Challenging. So the ear canal is 50% already. We will attempt to remove the ear canal totally. How many blood tension here? So there's some important blood vessel here, so we need to do it very, very slowly. Very slowly.
If Dr. Chow is off by just a few millimeters and severs the blood vessels, it could lead to uncontrollable bleeding, which could be life-threatening.
So now we are at the final step of cutting out the ear canal. You put a bit more tension. Okay, so it's done. The ear canal is here. After this, the infection very likely will clear up already. So next step is just waiting for the cat to heal from the surgery, which will be around 2 weeks' time.
So when there is no ear canal, what happens is sometimes the sound can be muffled.
Tok surgery took about 2 hours.
So for today, we have quite a complex surgery and we have a long list of appointments lined up. So today is also quite a packed day. I work 6 days a week starting at 9:30 a.m. and I end around 7 p.m. But commonly, I also need to work overtime and sometimes I need to come in on my off days. Hello, hi, this is calling from Alice Vet. Yeah, Dr. Chow here. There's so many patients, we need to see so many patients trying to squeeze in per day, then it does eat into our personal time. The worst thing is sometimes we try to squeeze in and people get upset, like why did they need to wait so long. So sometimes we forget that actually vets are humans too with our own struggles.
Hello。
Hello, 妈。
浩婷，你大概几点会到？我再去送点。
我还没有这样早哦，我可能7、8点才到啊。My dad is a Parkinson patient, so he has some difficulty moving. And then he fell down 2 days ago, and then he knocked his head. So then he's in hospital. Yeah.
他看到8点半都不是问题嘞。
我看到了。
好，那你忙你的，电脑小心啊。
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Since he was hospitalized, I still haven't had the time to go and visit him.
They had something quite different. And actually, when we look down the microscope, what we saw is this. Now, what you can see here is kind of a seething mass of ear mites. Now, ear mites can affect cats, certain species can affect dogs, they can affect rabbits, and even they can affect humans too, although they're usually different types of ear mite. Now, as you can imagine, once we see that down the ear, it's not very difficult to persuade the owners that perhaps they need to treat it, because you can imagine having that going on in your ears is quite uncomfortable. Now, ear mites are quite easy to treat. You can either put an anti-mite drop down inside the ear, or actually quite a lot of the spot-ons that we use for fleas and ticks will control ear mites too. So hopefully this cat from yesterday will be feeling quite better quite soon, but just keep a real close eye on the cats. You see any discharge in the ear, dogs, cats, rabbits at all, pop them along to the vet and we can do a little check to see whether it's bacterial like in M&M's case, a yeast infection, or horribly an ear mite problem.